Welcome in, everybody, to Intelligent Aces Podcast, episode number 80. I am your host, MainAceChase, the main ace of Intelligent Aces. Comments, there's Nightingale in the chat. We got two guest hosts right now. Chad, welcome in, Chad, and Nightingale, welcome in, Nightingale. Nemo will be here shortly.
When Nemo gets here.
Yeah. In her stream, so she'll be here just as soon as she gets some food and back in. So,
all right, there we go. I managed to get my computer set up, so I'll be leaving the call here and then joining from my laptop.
Okay. So interesting bit of first news.
That sound a lot better?
Yeah.
Way better.
Yeah.
You sound like a human now.
So, there she is. There's the bee herself. Yep. Welcome in, bee.
But
hello,
yeah, guys. Hi. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Wow. Way to join.
Just bounce in and out, in and out. Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Good to see you, Nightingale. Hope you've been well.
And she's gone.
And she's gone. So interesting bit. So we have a lot of heavy news coming in this week, obviously with the SHO stuff, which is what guests on that want to talk about it. Nightingale wants to talk about the more contractual obligations side of things. Chad is a avid fan. We can get that. Nemo, like I said, is also a VTuber, so I guess she has insight as well. And me, I've been a follower pretty much since the beginning. I don't follow them closely. I don't watch the streams as much, but I have, I do know about them. But before we get into all that, like I said, I wanted to show the semi-uplifting, better news that is possibly that I just saw pop up on stream. Here. There. This. So, The View will be taking hiatus and will not be filming any more episodes in the meantime.
I think that's fake. I think I've seen a version of this get community noted already.
So, it says here, The View is not being canceled. A very moderate morning show is going on a brief hiatus until the network reorganize advertisers and negotiate new contracts, replace staff, studio host, and read the show. But definitely not being canceled. Obviously, that was a joke. I don't know. I just saw that. We'll see.
There is a version that I've seen of this that had a community note, though.
Yeah.
And the community note said that the original post of this, I don't know who actually posted this one, but the original post that I saw of it got community noted and said it was fake at the time. But maybe more news has come out.
Okay, so let's just go.
There she is.
So this is just a Google search here. Joy Behar reveals The View is going on hiatus. He canceled. A day after the White House suggested The View should be pulled off air because its ratings hit an all-time low due to Trump derangement syndrome, host
Joy Behar.
Yeah. Got MAGA tongues wagging when she accidentally revealed that the daytime talk show was approaching its summer break. Before we go on hiatus, we only have one more show after this. 82-year-old comedian is a stretch.
That is a stretch.
That's a stretch.
Calling yourself a comedian means you have to be funny.
Yeah. Declared atop Thursday's broadcast before looking off camera and asking executive producer Brian Tita, I'm allowed to say that, right? Anyway, too late now. It doesn't really matter. Whatever. I don't know. Like, ultimate irony would be Rupert Murdoch will take him down. Fox News, who created this one. Still. So anyway, The View is going on a hiatus. Woohoo! So we'll see what happens.
Goddamn time.
We'll see if they. We'll see. So obviously, the Late Show is getting canceled. Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
Run it.
Did you see that right after he got fired, South Park wound up getting a $1.5 billion deal?
Well, I didn't see that, but I did see that. Well, basically, so not only is Stephen Colbert getting fired, like he got that show canceled.
Oh yeah, no,
taking it off the air. A 30-year-old show
is dead.
Is dead. It's an unfunny show.
And Paramount has replaced him with South Park season 27 and a movie.
Yeah, but I heard Paramount it took a bunch of stuff off, so I guess they settled their deal because last I heard
they did. That's where that 1.5 billion came from. Trey and Matt, they have got themselves set up at this point because people at first thought that Steven was getting canceled or his show was canceled because of his political views and things like that.
Well, it was
now a lot of folks are. I mean, he's not funny. That's the biggest.
Well, he wasn't getting the ratings. They were spending $40 million a year.
Mm-hmm. So instead, they have now, from what I understand, I could be wrong. Telephone. Yeah, basically, Trey and Matt are now billionaires. Congrats to them and their families. They deserve it. They've been through hell. And Paramount Plus is going to basically plaster them all over the front page. They want their money's worth.
I mean, if I spend $1 billion on somebody, I want my money's worth too.
That's valid, but at least they know in South Park they'll actually get some of that money back, unlike their last host.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, Colbert was funny when he played the part of a funny guy, but the writer.
They needed to find better script writers. Better flashcards.
Yep.
Sad days.
Oh wow. Okay. So Chad just pull it up. Yeah. So I guess we'll go ahead and jump into the SHO drama, which has been a big thing this.
Explosive.
Yeah, the last couple of days has blown up with literally all of the talent quitting. Gunrun coming out with an apology saying that it is shutting down, but still no word on the money that owed.
Oh no, I'm willing to bet he's going into hiding now.
Yeah, I mean probably. So I guess let's just start with the apology letter.
Quote apology.
Yeah. So
SHO has failed, and I've mismanaged the company into the situation you're all witnessing. So today I am sharing the difficult news that SHO is shutting down, and I take full responsibility for the decision that led us to this point. I've been doing everything I can to fundraise and right the ship these past few months, but despite my efforts, we are in a worse position, and those I care about are now paying the price. Over the past few years, we raised around $11 million to pursue a bold, talent-first approach in VTubing, prioritizing creators and community over short-term profits, to achieve long-term sustainability. Our funding went directly to our creators through generous blitz, debut investments, infrastructure, concerts, events, and staffing, all designed to support them. We also wanted talent to own their IP, which we knew was a unique creator-first approach for our agency. However, despite all of our efforts, the business failed to generate the revenue we needed to sustain that model, and eventually we ran out of money. You mean you embezzled that shit, party-hardied, and lost it all. Additionally, I acknowledge that some of the money spent, only some of it, by the company was raised in connection with talent activity, which I later learned was intended for a charitable initiative. At the time, we were working hard to raise additional investment capital to cover our costs, and I firmly believed, based on the information available to us, that we would be able to do so and cover all expenses. We were unsuccessful in our fundraising efforts. I made the decision to pursue funding and I own its consequences. I am deeply sorry to all talent, staff, friends, and community members who believed in our brand. You did not deserve this. No, we did not, Gunrun.
Okay. Before everybody else chimes in, I was just kind of my curious thing is what does it cost for a talent agency? So most talent agencies, the way I understand, manage the talent. Percentage of said talent's revenue percentage that runs their business. That's how they operate. Why did he go in debt? I don't really understand, because if they were generating revenue, clearly were. What was he spending the money on? Obviously, it has not been revealed yet. Obviously, because I don't know if he's jet setting all around the world taking that money or what. But I don't really.
Motherfucker better have bought a submarine. That's the only way he's gonna be able to hide.
He should, maybe.
So I don't know I don't know when y'all want me to really do this, because when I go on it, it's not a short-winded thing. So I mean, I want Ace here to do what he wants to do before.
Okay, so okay, so we'll talk about some more of the talents. I was just kind of your general question, there was just a general.
See, there's a lot in this that is already red flags to me, and again, why I asked to be here today, just so that everybody knows, is I work in the music industry. I have worked with high-name people. I'm not going to say who. I will have to be very careful, because there are people that I know on a first-hand name basis, that are famous. And there is stuff in the music industry I'm going to talk about tonight that parallels this, that is very similar to this. And it's honestly, I'm going to show how stupid VTubers are today. No offense.
Yeah,
that's fine. I know I'm dumb as hell.
But like I said, so my thing. So have you dealt with talent agency, management agency?
Yes.
You dealt with them. Okay.
Yes.
So right, if you have, like I said, the way I understand, if you have a agent or manager or whatever, they will take 10-15%.
No, it's way higher than that.
Well, okay, well, that's just my example.
Yeah.
So,
basically, a talent agency is it can be an agent. It can be an agent of people that are connected, that are basically, it's a group of people that know people. And this person's managing these people, and they're responsible for, getting them this, getting them that, getting them there, talking about all that. So this is a very open-ended thing, and I don't know. I didn't get all the business technicals of SHO today, but like I said, it's definitely, there's people managing it and people and money going out, because there is somebody behind these creators as agents paying for it. Again, in the music industry, it's somebody who calls me and says, hey, I need X thing done for this person. Can you do it? Yes. When do you need it? Tomorrow. Not happening. Thursday? Yeah. Okay, cool.
So on the level that these girls were doing, so your Iron Mouses, even some of the smaller ones of VShojo were still pulling probably, 1,500 concurrent viewers or whatever with I'm guessing on the low end, 10,000 subs a month on the low end. Of some
we can pull. There is sites that I think you can get that data.
Yeah,
from.
I'm just If you Nemo, if you want to look that up for me, while I'm kind
of gotcha. Give me just a moment here.
Okay, so let's just spitball. Let's say low end, they're getting 10,000 subs a month at a 70-30 split. That's how much money?
10,000 subs times what is it? $5.99 now.
Yeah, so we'll actually be $4. Let's call it like $3.50 or whatever.
Well, I was just, what is the actual Twitch sub? Hold on, let me just hit the resubscribe button.
Yeah, it's $5.99. It's $6.
Okay, so if you do $5.99, that is $59,900 for that. Times 0.7. They're going to bring home roughly 41,000 in net, but then the Twitch partnership across everybody is 50-50, so that is times 0.5. They're bringing roughly $21,000 a year.
It's 70-30 for them.
Nope. Twitch has gone to a straight flat 50-50.
I thought they.
Hey, yo.
No. Last I heard, that some creators over a certain amount of subscribers and stuff were getting 70-50.
Okay, then that's new to me because last I had heard it was Twitch was giving just about everybody a hard 50-50 now.
Yeah, but I thought there was a bunch of backlash against that. I think they.
Okay, then maybe there was, and I just missed it.
In 2025, Twitch generally uses a 50-50 revenue split for subscriptions, with some exceptions like Partner Plus program. Streamers may also earn a share of ad revenue, typically ranging from 30 to 55%, depending on factors like the ad incentive program, and the Partner Plus program offers a 70-30 for the first 100,000 earned through subs.
Which they're not earning 100,000 at that point.
Correct.
A year, probably.
No, that would be what. Yeah, it has to be 100,000 a year. And
Yeah,
we just said if you're pulling 10,000 subs,
a month,
you're not making partner.
That's a month.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's over 100,000 a year, easy.
Okay, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so then they may have a 70-30. Okay.
Yeah.
Partner Plus streamers who qualify for the Plus program.
It's just 100
subs.
That's like
on the first $100,000 of subscriptions revenue annually, according to Twitch.
Okay.
But anyway, so it's a pretty absurd amount of money. Even at 50-50, we're looking at 25 grand.
Yeah.
More or less. So 25 grand a month, and then they take their 10%, which is
$5 grand.
$5 grand for each talent that they have. Like, I don't know, and then plus their sponsorships and all that stuff that they're supposed to help negotiate for and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So they would have to be making probably $10,000 to $15,000 a month off of each. With some of them obviously making more, because I think didn't Iron Mouse break the record at like 100,000 subs that are during her last subathon or some shit?
Yeah, I think it was last year, wasn't it? She wound up becoming world record, basically. Took over Kai Cenat's place.
Yeah, and then Kai beat her back again, but it's like 100,000.
Still, it's all
like
in fun.
100,000 subs. So we're looking at literally 10 times that.
Yeah.
So like I said, how they mismanaged that money and ran out of money anyway. Kind of bad.
I think I found what you were basically asking for, Main. Let me send this to you in Discord real quick.
Okay.
That way it doesn't get fucked up in the in-between.
You can just share it too.
I could. So, share screen. Remove. Add to stage. There we go. So you were asking estimated income for their subs. This is for Hinya alone, because they currently have a little under 8,000 subscribers. And then Project Melody.
Thousands.
Yeah, people have to realize subathons are not something you can judge.
Right.
Totals. Like that's a burst thing that falls off immediately.
Yeah. Melody hasn't really been streaming.
Mochi doing good.
He hasn't really been streaming that much. Okay, so I was guessing 10,000 subs. I guess I was way off.
You also have to think like Project Melody also streams on campsites too. So
right. Well, I don't think she streamed a lot.
Okay.
Don't.
But still, I mean, these girls are making anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a month on Twitch, guaranteed.
But
our boy Kuro needs a hug. Kuro, no.
Well, so that's just the Twitch side of it too. So they also get revenue from YouTube. I think several of them still stream.
I don't have any money, but I'll find something to throw at you, Kuro. I promise.
I just went. For whatever reason, the website stopped working and went back in. But...
Project Melody.
Okay, just shoot me another text when you get back, Chad, and I'll see.
Yeah, streams.
Splitzer BS, they want to do 50-50 with Shy Lily, according to Krogi. Okay.
Ta-da!
Why didn't the... So... Well, okay, when you sent me a TS message, our subscriber message doesn't show up.
Here's the funny thing. As I'm looking through these, the VShojo member Twitch stats, granted it's talent agency and all that stuff, it doesn't show Iron Mouse, but it had Hinya, Project Melody, Amelie, I can't read kanji, Hestia, Michi, Apricot, Kason, and K9, but nobody else.
Weird.
I wonder if this is like handpicked or something. I don't know.
Not sure.
All right, so I guess we can go and just show the side here. So I got, well, that's Zen. I've got Zen's pulled up separately. We got a bunch of different people all chiming in. We would
Mouse
be able
was
to
the
do
first removed from the VShojo stats. Oh, damn! She got on that shit fast.
My brother, you're somehow been bleeding 11 million while maintaining the most successful and big history, and figured that so everybody's calling bullshit.
Oh yeah, I mean, it doesn't help the fact that he did lie about the whole like not knowing about the charity thing.
Yeah. Higa, also former VShojo. VShojo didn't fail. Many staff and leadership failed VShojo. Instead of using the talent money, the company shut down, or at least informed us. But you used us as cash cows to keep the afloat while keeping it dark. You chose to keep the expensive sinking ship going, and felt that fine and paying out staff you were friends with. Instead of putting talent first, you made abundantly clear that you are okay with not prioritizing that's owed in the talent. FBI, open up! That one worked. Anyway, while saying your full responsibility, the correct thing to do is also, I also think there are many. Yeah, so that's hers. Of course, Asmongold chimes in. What about the 500K charity money? Is that going to be donated still, or is there something that still needs? Not to mention all the unpaid talent fees. Iron Mouse, you broke my heart, my spirit, and trust. Hinya, I had a wonderful time while I was there. So because of that, this hurts my heart. My community, my friends don't deserve this. I don't expect you to do anything at this point. Just please don't ever do this again. Anyone. Kason, who also quit yesterday live on stream, she called up the JP
I wound up watching that. It was amazing.
Quit on stream.
I was like, oh, honey.
Why didn't you let us know that the moment you realized this situation? Why did I get the information 2 weeks ago, not from the company, but from my homegirls? Why did you lie to the JP branch a week ago and everything was good and taken care of? Yeah, has it longer.
I forgot what the gun run emote was. Hang on.
So the COO is the COO gonna say anything about his involvement, or is he busy Googling how do I renew my law license past the deadline? That was from Neanners. Yeah. So Amelie, obviously, who just joined recently, this is exactly what Copium Merch did to me, and you promised it wouldn't happen to me again. I'm so beyond disappointed and frustrated. I don't even know. She basically got screwed over by another company. Again, so many.
There was also the fucked up fact that Made Mint, she was apparently a partial member of VShojo for like the last year. But they kept pushing back her debut over and over and over. And oh yeah, no, don't worry, it'll happen soon. Don't worry.
Well, they also did
auditions.
They also did auditions here. New wave of time.
She was going to be part of their next wave. I believe it was the Idol branch, and then the wave after that was going to be a Monster Girl branch. And basically, this is the second company in a row to completely destroy poor Mint's dreams of having her own little idol group. My girl needs an idol company like yesterday.
So let's go ahead and show. This is the video I clipped out during Silvervale.
I was put into a call with Gunn, the CEO of the company, like someone that I admired and I looked up to and I wanted to please, someone that I thought was the coolest person ever. And he told me that I was a damage to the brand, that I was a disappointment.
Oh.
I was told that me being harassed was an inconvenience to the other talents and not to talk to them. Optics were more important than their own talents' well-being. And I was suspended from streaming. They said it wasn't a suspension because they weren't that kind of agency, but what else do you call being told not to stream? Talent freedom, right? And this broke me. Like, it shattered my perception of everything, and it shattered my trust, and it just...
Like, this shit pisses me off, but not in the way y'all think. This just shows me how fucking stupid they are.
Yeah.
Because you sign contracts, that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, so I agree with that. I think they were young and maybe too trusting, and somebody promised the right things at the right time, and it sounded good. Shy Lily had read out part of the contract. Now, she didn't read it out, but she did like counted it for contract or whatever. But she said like the first 20 items were like really great, really like supportive, and really like these things and this and this and this and this, and it's great. But she said then like after that, like once you get down so far, then it's like she was offered up. We got more from other former members. They're all former members now, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I mean, that company is gone.
well, yeah, I literally just said it. VBAs or NDAs are now void. Why I left these? So, I don't know. I don't know if they're void like me and Knight had said before.
Yeah, I would be careful because right now, the company still technically fundamentally exists on paper until it's actually legally dissolved by the business license.
Yeah. No,
Those contracts normally, NDAs normally have a time frame on them. It doesn't matter if the company shuts down. It doesn't matter. There is enough loophole bullshit in those things. They could sue them for years after.
Yeah,
and they need to be very careful because I'm nearly certain them now coming out is a bait. And if he was smart enough with a good lawyer, I would be going after every single one of them. As long as the lawyer says, yeah, your NDAs are valid, you can now sue them and shut them up. And now he can get some of his money back.
I don't know if he'll do that. I don't know if his optics are good enough. It's possible. I mean,
I don't think the optics would really matter in this point.
It doesn't matter. You just need a good lawyer.
Like, the optics wouldn't matter at all, especially if he's needing an extra buck to get out.
Yep.
And
this could void it from him not having to pay.
I mean,
because they're breaking NDAs.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Back in 2023, VShojo tried to bully me into one of the most predatory contracts that I've ever seen. When I tried to ask more about it, their COO got extremely hostile. Hey, my questions. And so I had to hire a lawyer in order to. I think she did mention this. During the talks, it became clear that VShojo would rather let me go than take less away. From me. They were ultimately wanting me to give up more than half of my sponsor revenue, over 60% of all merch sales. All I asked from them in return, not to take a cut of the getting through Mythic. As that cut was being taken, they said no at all. So I asked to leave after being our talks. Basically made it seem like they were my employer and that they're the reason for my success, that I owe them, that I should be happy money. In order to leave, I demanded I sign an NDA. They demanded I sign an NDA preventing me from any of the other talent about it. I could not say why I was leaving. Could not say what the terms that I was. Could not. I even got in trouble for advising them to hire their own attorneys. They would watch my streams, read my Discord, and threaten to sue me if I said anything that hinted at how I really felt about the company. Threatened lawsuit. Another one of their terms was that they will announce both me and Silver on the same day in order to minimize damage to their company. The CEO has begun to push a narrative on 4chan, yes, I'm serious, and other social media that I am leaving because I plan to join K, and that both me and Silverveil were troublemakers. So they were letting us go after I found out that Anders wanted to leave around the same time due to also being unhappy. But it was told that she couldn't because it did not fit their narrative and that they were pushing internally and externally the amount of hate we've gotten over leaving, from fans calling us greedy bitches to people saying we were abandoning our friends and tossing aside the company because we're successful enough. Shit was fucking painful. Not being able to say anything sucked. I found out I didn't get paid for any of my sponsors after I had already seen them. Yay, after 2 years, I have still not been paid back fully. To add insult to injury, they also demanded that I pay them back $10K for some anniversary assets, which they'd sent me months later were half finished. By all that, I had immense faith that the company has gotten better over the past 2 years. I assume they rewrote their contracts after losing people due to seeing all the new talent join. Clearly, this was not the case. Some fun facts. Company lawyer has an expired law license. He literally does not practice law anymore, yet he was our point of contact for any legal help we needed. They actively pitted us against one another during my time there and compared our success to others, which Silver mentions. They had like leaderboards and stuff. The company compared our success to others. They tried enforcing streaming schedules so that our view count would look better. Overlap. They would always shit talk other VTuber agencies. They literally would get a tiny dig at them, especially HoloLive. Literally lived rent free in Gunrun's head. They were convinced HoloLive was over when they signed Casey Azana. Talent manager. Our previous talent manager got ghosted for 6 months by Gunrun. Told not to do any work for us. Got fired for not doing anything during this fiasco. We weren't able to get any assistance. MTD, which is this COO, I don't know, got reprimanded for being creepy to us. Got told not to message us privately. Go figure. I have proof from other streamers attending IRL parties that MTV would actively shit talk me after I left the company and paint me in the worst light imaginable. Don't know why you're acting innocent on Twitter, pretending you weren't aware of anything. Can't wait to see all the shit that comes out about it. Loads, but those aren't my stories to tell. Thanks for reading. Thanks for those who stuck around then and now. Thank you for giving me, Silver and Yen, the benefit of the doubt. We needed it most. So I had noticed that around that time, when those three left, that a lot of the collaborations and stuff that all of them had been doing pretty much stopped.
Oh yeah, I noticed that stopped like damn near instantly.
Well, it stopped beforehand. Like I was like, oh yeah, they're not really doing a podcast. They'd all kind of had a podcast together. And when Silver left, she was like, yeah, I haven't talked to Mouse in like forever. Like she don't talk to me. And it now coming out to the fact is like, yeah, they were kind of pitting them against each other until
they fucking banned us from talking to each other by threat of retaliation. That's fucking like school bully behavior. This is really sad.
Yeah. Yeah,
this feels similar to them going like, I'm your friend and you can't have any other friends because I'm supposed to be your only friend.
No, this feels so just very
corporate.
I've seen this.
Yeah, well, to me, it's like this corporate tech environment. You see this a lot, not even with VTuber.
I mean, what you're showing is literally, it reaffirms what my side of the end of the deal of this is. Like,
okay, let's read Zentrea's and then we'll read this one and then we'll get on the side of it. So I've been trying to figure out what to say. Why did you keep dodging my messages, concerns when I wanted to do one-on-ones? You kept dodging or giving a corporate answer, even when I was under immense pressure from the community for answering about the auditions, and I pleaded for a statement by your team. Told me it wasn't needed. Made a tiny video instead looking like you were hurt and upset, saying sorry instead of meeting me one for my concerns. I was crying and frustrated But like a fucking dog, I went back happy to even get something from you because, oh man, boss actually answered me. He wanted one finally when knew everything was crashing around you. Then debuting new talents and such, even after the kept asking about it and kept waving it off and letting me take the punches. I smiled, fucking brushed it off, pushed it, and kept pushing the company because I was hopeful for new talent and bringing new people in to help. Instead, I find you were hiring people without input, coaching without even an idea you're truly helping them, other than financial gain. We didn't even know who you were bringing in. You and the team told us just to take it. You and some people were really ready for me. Over and over. Even when Amelie joined, I begged you to put out a statement before she announced her debut stream. You gave us a middle finger. Me and Amelie had to put out a statement because your PR team was unfit for the job. I took it all. Why did I have to? Why did we have to say anything at all? Why did I have to keep taking the fucking damage over and over? You're hurting me. You were hurting me well before this. You know you have. I've been pushing a company so blindly who didn't even care for me. I'm an idiot. I kept believing. I was so excited for this. I spent sleepless nights dealing with constant harassment. You spent money which you didn't even have without even warning us on God knows what. And you knew, don't even lie, you knew the money was for charity. It was supposed to be placed inside, and be untouched. Where did $11 million go in less than 3 years? What happened to all that money? I'm really just really tired from all these years of trying to push something, kept pushing me to the wall. Stupid. I was so excited. I really trusted you. We all did. Despite everything, I don't wish you any ill will. I just hope you will find some way to make it right. Interesting take on things. That is pretty. That's just so fucked up. That's so fucked up.
That is.
And I do feel bad. To me, like, you just destroyed any trust that they might have had for a potential thing. Over what? Like I said, I'll be waiting for the document that'll come out. Like, oh, this is what Gun Run was doing with all that money. Like some internet sleuth is gonna fucking do a whole ass document.
That's what I'm waiting for as well, because I want to know where the hell that money went. Like, dude, what the hell did you do with it? Did it go up your nose? What happened?
Yeah.
I won't actively say anything because I don't want it to be like, oh, you're blasphemy, things like that. It's like, no, but I do want to know where the hell it went.
Oh, I'll say it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I ain't got no money.
I don't have any money either. I don't
You
think
got more
he
money
does.
than I do.
I don't think he does either. At this point.
No, he's broke.
So, lawsuits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, so yeah, Nightingale, give us your experience on this.
Regale us, good friend.
Okay, like I said, I don't feel sorry for these girls one bit, and the reason is it's their immaturity in this that caught them up in the pie in the sky thing. You'll have to understand, I am a very jaded person from the music industry. I've seen the good, the bad, and the absolute ugly of it. There are two stories that I have that are basically side by side of two different people in the business and two different complete groups. So why I wanted to talk about this is when I saw the break on this, I just happened to be opening my phone up and it was one of the first posts on my X feed. And I sent Ace a message. I asked him, I said, is he going to be talking about this on the podcast? He said, yeah. And I said, good. You're probably going to want to hear my side of it, because if you hear the music industry side of it, you know that this is actually something pretty common. So what y'all need to understand is for a moment, you need to disassociate VSOJO, Hololive with being mainstream large companies. They are not in the grand scheme of things. You have to realize that record labels and these companies are a subsidiary of a larger company normally. Normally, there's a bankroller behind them. So why it's different for, let's say, if you are a talent, and I'm going to use we're going to say this band, just a band, not specifically for the story, but we'll say a band's going out and you're wanting to get signed or put out there in the world. Well, you've got to get a following of some sort. It doesn't matter if it's 5 people, a follower on X, a random MySpace listen. It doesn't matter. You need to have some sort of following to get people to know who you are. However, you also need to know of the predatory times, which is roughly between October and December 31st. During that time, record companies specifically will go out and they will offer these one-shot $1 million contracts. Why? Because they would rather pay a random band $1 million than them pay that in taxes. And this is a known kind of thing in the music industry where you don't have to be that great. And as long as you happen to be at the right place at the right time, there's a good chance you might get a record deal of sort. So during that hot time, you'll get people signed, they'll go do their $1 million contract, and then you'll never see this artist again. Because it was just a burner. They'd rather lose the $1 million than pay the taxes on it. And that's a completely normal thing in Nashville, LA, New York, wherever. But, my main area of focus was Nashville, a little bit of California, a little bit of New York. So you have a major label that is a long-term established, has 50 years, 60 years of actual credible business. Okay. That's a real company. A company that's existed for less than 10 years is a red flag company, period. Now, I'll give you an example is you could take record labels like, I'm trying to think of what his name is. I forgot it now, but it was the guy from Big Machine that ended up signing Taylor Swift. There was a story of him going out and the day, because Taylor Swift they were trying to get her signed way back when, and he literally tells the story of the day he said he's signing her. He says he literally saw people pick up their Blackberries back when that was still a thing, and he says, I know that they were deleting my number from it because they knew it was going to fail. Oof. He ended up pushing Taylor Swift, and she made a lot of money. Now, that's not to say that there is not a that is not a legitimate record company. The guy worked for it. He's able to do it. He's able to get it out. But let's just go fast forward some time. Notice what happened. He ended up being so possessive and so controlling over Taylor Swift's archives that she ended up telling him, fuck you. And she had to re-record her entire archive so she could get creative rights over her music. Because, yes, he legally owned, because the contract she signed literally said he owns her music. She had to re-record that music to have it. Okay? So that's a mid-tier record company.
Yeah.
Now let's go take it to the danger zone, the unknowns. So where this comes from with me and my experiences is you have to be very careful of these sharks that exist out in Nashville, LA, no matter where you are. And to me, VSOJO fits somewhere in between. These companies sit somewhere between this level and that mid-tier record company. Okay. Yeah. These things give me major red flags. And I don't care how much money they have, who they have signed, what God level you have possessed these VTubers to. They are not that big in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
And what happens is these are low-end companies. And how this works is it starts out fairly legitimate. I'm not going to sit here and say it's all ill intentions to begin with. But the initial thought of, I want to start a production company, get a label, get, artists out there. I want to help make the world better. You go out there with the pie in the sky aspect. Yeah. But then you start seeing how the business is really run. Okay. So some stuff that I can say in the industry is it's not what you think it is. Okay. So you have to realize that when we're going to use, just to keep numbers fun and easy to break down, I'm going to use $1 million, even though that could be highly unlikely or highly likely for a group. But let's say for $1 million thing, I'm going to bring you on for $1 million. Now, what is that $1 million? Does that mean you get all the $1 million? Absolutely not. That is not how that works. That is your contract. That is what they feel you are worth. So this $1 million now has to go to writing, it has to go to publishing, it has to go to recording, it has to go to mixing, it has to go to mastering, it has to go to the publication of the CDs, it has to go to the aspects of the radio DJs, because you have to buy them off. There's a lot of radio DJs in Nashville and just around the world you typically have to buy off. You have to pay for the tours, you have to pay for the merchandise, you have to pay for all of this stuff, and that is part of the contract. You, the artist, may make $80,000 a year on that when you have to look at these contracts. So for this story of, I'm going to use one of the bands because they're basically near identical stories.
Mm-hmm.
They are and like I said, I had to be very careful because I could easily name drop because, like I said, they are that close of friends to me. So I have to be very careful with how I word this.
No, do that. Everybody stay safe.
So for a while, I was actually out running sound and drum teching for this one band. Mm-hmm. These are all good friends of mine. I've known most of them in this band for a while. We got to meet some really cool people, go to some pretty cool places and do some stuff. It was fun. Yeah. However, as things started progressing, they, started getting more shows. They tried to get out there and they wanted to get out on their own.
Yeah.
Obviously, the logical step for a band is you need to get kind of known in your area. And then you start trying to do, if you're wanting to go to the Nashville route, which is where a lot of the bankroll sits, you need to go out to Nashville and play a good bit. And so this group decides to go start doing Nashville tours. And I mean, you have to play. We've played dive bars from Tootsie's. We've played. I mean, I got to sit in the owner of the Tootsie's Ferrari in the back below Tootsie's. Which, I mean, and he's like, "Yeah, this is my replacement." He says, "I wrecked the other one." I'm like, "Oof, this is the replacement shit." So, I mean, like I said, we've got to do some cool stuff in Nashville, but that's kind of the thing. You go up there, you got to get in front of people. Now, here's the thing: it's a roll of the dice when you go up there. That night, there may be a guy from X place there. There may be a random Joe Blow in there that knows somebody. And it could just be as simple as we're talking, he sends a text, says, "Hey, show up. You might want to come hear this guy." And you're playing for 3 hours there, and you'll never know. The guy will walk in, or the girl will walk in, walk out, and next thing you know, you may get a phone call one day, or you get an email sent to you. And so let's kind of move forward through it. You go out, you're kind of doing your thing, all right? And that's kind of how this goes. Let me try to make this fit so that people can stay track with VTubers. It's like you starting streaming, okay? You get out there and you just got to do it. So that's kind of the stage they're in. They're in the just do it stage. And this is where you start getting approached. So you obviously have to find somebody who believes in you or believes in that they can at least make a buck off of you. Now, what you have to understand with Nashville specifically is it is more about what they can make off of you than what you are. They don't give a crap if you can sing or not. They only care about two things. How do you look and how do you act on stage? Okay. It is very much a mechanical gross system of we can churn you and spit you into whatever we want. You can be talentless and we'll make you sound talented because they will. Yeah. They have tried with other bands that I know of, but the groups that I'm going to be referencing, they did not do this with because as a core, the band was better. But for people who have crap bands, they're like, no, we're going to replace everybody but that guitar player. You're going to have all studio musicians. Well, but we're the band. Yeah, but you're not marketable like this. He can't really play in time. So I need a drummer who actually can count to 4 and repeat on the dot. So we're going to be bringing in the studio guy who plays all these other gigs. The bass player, it's too expensive for us to hire him. We're just going to keep our guy because we'll be able to play the part. He'll fit in just fine. And they will do this. They will hack up your band and make a new band for you. You don't have to sing because there is enough well-made auto-tuners now that can force you to sound like you sing live. It's out there. It exists. So, but with this band, what happens is they go out and a guy ends up approaching him. And he is a multimillionaire. I mean, he's got the cars, he's got the watches, you name it. The guy has the part. And we're not talking fake Rolexes either. It was real.
Yeah.
And he starts talking to him and says, you know, I can get you in here. We can get you here. We can start getting you here. And it sounds like a pretty good deal.
Mm-hmm.
But as things go along, it's you understand that this guy's an investor. He's not necessarily a label, but he ends up creating a label to push this product. So after about 6 months of going back and forth with him, and I mean, they're excited because, you know, they're getting their dream. They're getting to be signed. They're going to have, you know, music's going to be their job.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going out and you're telling somebody, I am going to give you money to go out and make this happen. Now, I'm going to go out and I'm going to make all these steps happen. Now, this has to be somebody normally in the business who knows people. Normally, these people have to know people to do this. Excited? They sign the contract. Hooray, we're now a signed band. Take our photo at the board meeting, take selfies, let's post it on the internet. This band is now signed. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the next step? The next step is to, well, you need a record, okay? All right, so let's go in and let's go out and start working on writing our songs for the record, cleaning up what we had, and try to get it out.
Yeah.
This is the point where things started going south. So at this point, they start writing, and they are promised, I think it was $2,500 a month. On the first of the month, I believe, was the guarantee that they needed. So every member was getting, I think, $2,500 around there a month on the first of the month.
Yeah.
This is and he was going to cover the
Hi, country boy.
He was going to cover the studio costs. So this goes into paying for the studio itself.
Yeah.
When that time came. So as this process goes, they end up going into the studio. They start working on stuff. And then it started, hey, can you come in and come play on this record? Hey, can you come in and play on this record? Hey, can this guy come up and play on the record? Hey, while y'all are here, do you mind playing on this record? Okay, you know, you're there, you're set up. Sure, I'll play on it.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. And then it becomes more sparse. So now the checks start showing up the second week of the month. Okay, not a big deal. Payment processing issues, whatever. You write that off. It ends up, fast forwarding, that after about 6 months of this process, there's no checks coming in. These guys have quit their jobs. They are waiting for money. They're promised money. They'll be sent random. Okay, here's just $5,000. They'll send them in these small batches of money to milk you along.
Yeah.
Which is okay. And then it becomes, there is no money. The money's gone. The money that I allocated for this is gone. Well, what happened to the $1 million that was set aside? Even though I think this contract was 2.5 for this band, 2.5 million over whatever the term was. Then it starts coming into, well, I have to pay my house payment, or I have to pay my apartment. You know, I'm going to lose my car payment. You know, it's putting them in a bad financial bind.
Yeah.
But now here's where I say this comes into the stupid aspect of things, and specifically with these VTubers too. And this is where I did chastise them. I felt horrible to my friends. You're fucking stupid. Did you read that contract? Well, yeah, I mean, I looked over it. Did you read the contract? Every line of that thing, every line of legalese. Well, no. But I read all the, the major important parts. I said, okay. Well, it turns out my cousin happens to be a paralegal, and they sent my cousin the contract. About 3/4 of the way through, it gets to the payment section about how they're promised payments. And how this motherfucker worded this was literally they were promised a percentage, or they were promised an amount every month of a percentage of nothing.
Bruh.
Literally, it was not guaranteed in their written contract that they were promised a percentage of nothing every month, if you read it carefully and in proper legalese. And there was not a damn thing they could do because they all signed the dotted line. Now, the other version of this story that slightly varies is this was about to happen to another friend of mine in Nashville. And the difference was the company ended up going under before he signed it. However, it was the same kind of thing of you're going to ride the coattails of this person. We're going to try to, you're going to follow in. We're promising you this pie in the sky idea. And it ends up backfiring right at the very last second before he signs the dotted line. Thankfully, he had the smarts to not sign the dotted line, or else he would have had a, much harder time.
I love a surprise.
Yes. Now, there is a way to look at this and say, well, they should have gotten jobs. Well, that's not how this works. Yes, they should have technically gotten jobs, but you have to realize because of the contract, they're required to put out an album by a certain point in time, which means you have to actually do it. However, if there is no money to pay the studio to get them in, how are they able to do this? So they were literally stuck in a limbo thing. And it really sucks to see that this is a common thing because there is another group I know that actually did sign a contract and ended up, they did nothing with them. They literally signed them and they sat for 1.5 years and they never went on tour. Ever. It was just, they came in, they would work in the studio, they would do some stuff, but the guy never did anything with it. And how this applies to the VShojo stuff is you're dealing with people who get caught up in we're going to make you a star. It's the same selling technique that applies here. And they literally pulled the playbook right out from any other major company. They get you in, and these girls and guys are literally responsible for their own demise because if you sign a contract with any of these things, it's your problem. It is your problem. You signed their dotted line. And this is why this upset me so much is I see they're upset and I feel empathy for that. But I also know you're an adult. You had to be over 18 years or older to sign this contract legally, probably in the United States. I don't know if any of these people are international, but I'm going to assume they're all American. So it means you need to be at least 18 years or older, or you had to be 17 and have a guardian sign with you, which means it's not your fault. It's your parents or your guardian's fault for being that fucking stupid. It also comes down to the pressure system because this is kind of a high pressure sales job. If you're going to pull a scam on somebody, you got to do it quick. You can't give them time to think about it. You got to make it seem so good, so quick that they go instantly, they go, let's go. And they sign the dotted line. Why? Because the more you look at it, the more suspicious it gets. And this has bugged me with all this VTuber stuff because this blew up overnight. Okay. Like I want y'all to really think about this. For anybody that's listening out there on the internet, VTubers blew up right around the time of COVID. That's about the time where that thing, yeah, sure, in Japan it may have had an arc, but this is the moment where everybody's now at home because of a virus around the world. Bang. I want to stream on the internet, but I don't want to reveal my face. I want to stream on the internet, and it just goes instantly VTubers. I didn't hear of a single thing of a VTuber until 2021. So since then, we've only had this existence of maybe 6 years of a real thing. This is still way too new in its infantile state. And this is a very volatile thing because there is no major company backing these things. If there is, who is it? Who is backing it? What company? What is the major company behind it? Because you have to realize with some of these major record labels, there is a bigger company behind it. That is a shell company, a much larger thing to hold the money. Because this way it also protects if, let's say, RCA Records goes under for whatever reason. The company of RCA goes under, but not the financial backing and all where all the other crap is hidden there. These things are compartmentalized so that if the company itself fails, it's not damaging the upper hierarchy. It's so that they can burn the company you visibly see. And that's what's happening here with, I believe, VShojo, is you're seeing them burn the company because this guy above it had negligence from what I am kind of seeing off of this. He knew what he was doing with this money. There is nothing about that because if you understand how this business works, he is having to go out and he's having to pay a lot of pockets, okay? Mm-hmm. And this is also one of the issue is it's prime real estate because you're going out and you're saying, I am the owner of VShojo and I want to have this model done. Well, now I have the premium thing in my mind going, oh, well, because you're here, I'm going to charge you $40,000 for this model. The fuck? You're VShojo. Come on. This is premium quality. No difference than the guy that could go do it for $5,000. Why do I know this? Is because this is the same thing that happens in the music industry. And I'm not joking. As a instance, a studio session for me could range anywhere if we wanted to do a song. Okay, let's get a song out. Let's say, Nemo, you decide you want to come fly out and you want to hang out with me for a week. All right. And we want to make an awesome song. I would probably tell you right now, I could do it for around $750 to $1,000. Now, at first, you're probably going, well, that sounds like a lot of money.
Actually, that sounds pretty decent.
But to some people, $1,000, I've had people balk at $1,000. And I mean, this is 5-6 years ago. This is before inflation. But I'm just going to use $1,000 just because, again, easy numbering. Mm-hmm. But let's say $1,000 on a song. Okay, so what does that entail for that? So let's think about this in a couple different ways. So if I say we're going to do a song for $1,000, well, I've got to get paid because obviously it's going to be my studio, my time, and all that stuff. But I still got to get you musicians because I'm sure as frick not going to play everything. I'm going to get you, I mean, I could, but I'm not. I'd rather it sound better. So we're going to get you some musicians. We're going to obviously need, we're going to get it recorded. It's going to get mixed, which again, I could do, or I could send it to somebody to get mixed. We're going to need to get it mastered. And the song's yours when it's done. So how does that end up tallying out? So mastering is going to be $250 off the top right there. So we take that off. For me, it's probably going to run around $600 for me to maybe I could, I'd be, willing to work with it because, maybe I want to get some of these extra couple musicians in, and I'd rather get them paid than me make the extra buck. And I've done this before. Yeah. I will go out and say, sure, I'll take a cut and I'll make sure that these guys get in. So within $1,000, we've just gotten you one song. But now you are let's say you are Nemo. You are a Grammy award-winning singer. Nashville's going to go, all right, that's going to be $25,000 for that very same song. Same exact musicians. I am not joking. That's how they do that. There is no difference. I could still be the same engineer on it. I can, we can go get it mastered by the exact same company. I can do everything identically. But the difference is because you told me you are Grammy award winning, which means there is money there. That is what has happened with a lot of these VTubers. Yes, I have seen this happen where you go out and you see these VTube artists say, I spent a month on this. Okay, yeah, but you have to realize you're trying to make a job out of something that isn't affordable by most people. People can't afford to pay $10,000 for a rigged model normally. No. Nobody
No.
can. And that's why there are, there's fast tracks, there's people scamming people, is because they can't do it. And it's the same thing with me, is people also get confused with Nashville quality versus doing it somebody in a local area. And if you aren't in Nashville or in New York or in LA, they think that they're not getting the same thing, but you're actually getting probably something better in a smaller area. So what's happened here is he's gone out, he's promoting that he's VShojo, that this company is a leading edge on VTubers. And so how this money is getting spent is he is lining pockets for people who need to get advertisements out there. He's lining, I would say he's definitely out there, paying for advertisers. He is paying to get events done. He's having to pay costs of getting models made up. There is a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that people don't understand happens in these businesses. He has to pay people to write contracts, even though you could now probably go to any major AI company and type in, write an NDA for whatever, write a contract for this up. And you could do that on Grok right now. And within 5 minutes, I'd have a legal document that I could have signed. Then it just comes down to, does this thing need a notary or not? If it does, then obviously you got to go take it and get it notarized, which will also help legal things for depending on what you're trying to do. So there are aspects like that. So $11 million over 3 years can be burned very, very quickly, especially when you have these grotesque artist prices for these models, of them paying astronomical prices to get these models done. It's still a new technology, and yeah, people need to make a living on it. I'm not trying to say that you're not worth this or you're not worth that. It is still about, if you're overspending, you're still going to go negative. It doesn't matter what type of money you're bringing in. Now, sure, we were sitting here talking earlier that you're bringing in what, $15,000 a month, $20,000 a month a person. Okay. But if you're still overspending because you're trying to do too much, you're trying to bring in too many people, I think you're dealing with a bigger issue. And this is what some small labels have happen, is they promise all these things, but then they don't realize when they get down to the actual red burning costs, it still costs money to hire a tour bus or a van or a trailer to move this band around the nation. You got to pay for gas. You got to pay for food. I mean, we're not talking like we're eating a lot. I mean, these guys that I'm specifically talking about, I know that they lived primarily on fast food.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was Taco Bell, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A was the spoil. Like, I mean, they weren't trying to, they weren't going out and overspending. It wasn't like they were partying with their money when they went out. They were very budgeted, because, I mean, these guys weren't rich to begin with, so they didn't want to spend the money they were getting because they knew they had to stretch it. And especially as the money started coming in thin, they had to stretch it further. What's happening, I think, here with this VShojo thing, too, is you're looking at a lot of VTubers now are realizing they didn't read the fine print. You've got people out here. What's scaring me is these NDAs that they're now breaking, is because NDAs are a legal document. Okay. It doesn't matter if your company is bankrupt or whatever, unless there's a bankruptcy clause. Like I said, if that contract was written up correct, because again, for the example I gave earlier, is they had a percentage of nothing is what they were promised. So if they wrote that in their contract, that even if the company is dead for so many years, the NDA is still active, they're in legal
still
trouble
get them for that.
And it depends on how smart. And you have to think, it's not maniacal; it's a backup clause. In contracts that I've had write up, I had to ask the lawyers that were writing it up, saying, "This feels so predatory in the back," and they're like, "It's protection for you." Because this way you're not liable, because it's how far liable do you want to be on this?
Gotcha.
And you have to realize, I'm going to sit here and go, here you go. This is your contract. even though I know I'm fucking you.
Yeah.
I know this. And this is where they need to go. They are not your friends. They're never going to be your friends. They are a business partner, and you need to look at it at that. What can I get from you, and what can you do for me? I am not your friend. I am never going to be your friend. I can be friendly, but I am not your friend. And this is one thing that is, it upsets me because it shows me how naive so many people are. And it also shows how calloused I've become because of what I've witnessed over the last 10, 18, 15, 17 years. Yeah, 17 years.
Yeah.
And because I've seen a lot. And I've grown up in the music industry. At 17 years old, I was running, I was a drum tech for a guy. Parents' permission. It was a friend. It's one of the friends that ended up being in the band with that one example. Known him since I was 12. So, I mean, it was family at that point. So, yeah, I could be out with them at 17. And, I wouldn't come home some nights till 4 a.m. because we'd finished at 11:30. It took us an hour and change, 2 hours, and then a 2-hour drive back. Some nights we had to unload the trailer before we could leave. Some nights we ended up just having to crash at the lead singer's house because it was just 5 a.m. Do we really want to drive after being up all day? No. So I've lived in that world and seen a show business, and that's what this really is. VShojo is a show business. And I'm really, really empathetic towards what we are seeing. But I also sitting here going, they're stupid. You should have read your contracts better. You should, if this was something serious that was truly, it's hard for people, especially for people who don't have money. Okay. This is another thing. Some of these VTubers are not rich to start with. They're maybe living paycheck to paycheck when they start. So for them to go get a retainer on a lawyer is going to be hard. But if this is really what you're wanting to do and they're promising you that money, you save up and you hire that lawyer to review that thing line by line. Of course, now you could theoretically upload it to Grok or whoever and be like, call the bullshit out on this contract, find all the errors, and it would do it. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, but it's to this point where we could probably do that on a PDF. If I have a contract on a PDF, I could now upload it to Grok, put it in whatever that deep search mode and be like, find all the loopholes in this. Find where I'm being fucked. And it will do it. And it'll sit there and go line by line and say, you should probably check this line, and check this line. But people aren't doing that. And we didn't have that. Let's say 3 years ago, whenever they started signing these girls over, they didn't think about this. Or the ones that did, they got it loosely read. Oh, yeah, this is fine. Because they read the good parts.
Yeah.
And then when they read it, maybe they didn't really quite understand it. And now they're starting to see what it means. So I think what you're going to hear is a lot of unfortunate. You're going to look at a lot as woe is me posts, which is kind of what it kind of got to me. When we're reading these VTubers posts and they're like, well, I signed, I left them and I, because of this and that. And it's going, and you're showing exactly my point. If you read this contract, like the Silver Veil thing where they told her she couldn't stream, it's in her contract. They own her as an IP. They tell you when and if they say bark, you bark. If that's in the contract. And VTubers think they are more than what they are. I'm going to be real. Some VTubers may have existed prior to the company, but most of the time, the company makes the VTuber. Why? Because they can get them in front of people a lot faster, which means they're going to get a fan base quicker.
Well, VShojo, just to kind of counteract that one, VShojo took already partnered streamers, other than I think like Hime and Fruit were not known, but Zen, Mouse, Melody, Silverveil were all pretty much known streamers pulling fairly decent.
Okay, but were they? But did they by them, once they got there, did their popularity explode to where they are now because of the company?
I don't think so. I think
so.
I
They've
think
always kind of been.
I think their growth. Because they were collabing together. I think that might have helped, but as far as
that's still part of it.
Yeah,
if
but I don't
crossed over because of a person coming in. That's like, okay, I'll give you an example that may make sense for a music side of things. If Ace, if I was to get you in the studio one day and tell you you're going to have a single with Garth Brooks, do you think they're buying that single because of you?
No.
They're buying it because of Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm kind of saying is the company makes them, is because if you can put that person that's not as popular, it's still pulling decent numbers.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, I put you with a person who pulls 600 viewers a day or 1,000 viewers a stream with somebody who pulls 10, and now they get 5,000-6,000. I made you because of the company, because I put you with that brand. That's what I'm more saying is, some of these were made because of the company.
Well, so the thing with so, like I said, with VShojo, they come in with their established models already. They're already kind of established characters, and they got to keep them. Where your Hololive and your Niji Sanji, like they were creating the models. They own those companies. Own those models. Basically, the people behind them were basically paid actors.
Yeah,
accompanying
makes
that
sense.
model, more or less. But VShojo was a little bit different in their ideology, I guess. Like the initial ideology was like, oh, we're gonna actually have a VTuber company that's
fellow
that
reminder.
VTubers make.
San was formerly Coco from Hololive.
Yeah. I
You
know.
cut out.
Yeah, sorry. I had you sent a TTS message over Twitch. Yeah, K-San was Coco from Hololive. There was another Hololive member that was Azuna or whatever her name was a Hololive member. Yeah, there were several Niji Sanji move over. Matara Khan was a Niji Sanji carryover. Mint was a Niji Sanji carryover. Michi was a Niji Sanji carryover. So there was a lot of like crossover. But the thing is, like, I guess since they dissolved, they get to keep their models now. That's their persona, whatever. So to me, yeah. So the contract deals are definitely. They listened to. It sounds to me like they listened to more like word of mouth that was promised to them than what. This is what's it like. They explained what was in the contract to them, and so they were the ones that were. They were the ones that were kind of holding those strings or whatever. At least that's kind of the way that I'm.
And I do want to ask this, just because I did go on for a while. Is there anything y'all want to ask questions about that specifically I can ask and maybe or answer in cleaner detail about anything specifically?
No, I mean, I was kind of expecting that explanation.
Okay.
I think that definitely clarified some stuff, what they were doing, and yeah, I think they were definitely inexperienced young women. They were in their early 20s, don't have a lot of life experience or work experience or anything like that, and this deal was like, hey, okay, this is just my shot in the dark. So Gunrun approaches them. It's like, hey, let's get all of you popular English VTubers together. We're going to make one that's not like Hololive where you keep your mind. And we'll make a VTuber agency just for you girls. And then some lawyer come in and wrote a bunch of this stuff. So while you were explaining all that, my ADHD kicked in and I was looking at things. One of the... So this guy, and I'm just going to mention it because it's not founded, but they were saying, this one guy had said that APEC, who is the COO, I got to looking up who the COOs, all those people were.
Yeah.
APEC is the guy that they were talking about is no longer a lawyer, let his law expire or whatever. The claim in that, from that guy that I saw, was that APEC is Melody's boyfriend. And which there's always been like the rumor that Melody was more on the board But it came from the guy who also had drama with, because he was the one that so I don't know if him come out a few years ago. This guy that made Melody's original model tried to get her to like help stream, and then like he tried to take back the model's rights and all this shit like that. So anyway, there's a bunch of drama with that. But apparently that's that same guy, and there's a lot of people like, we don't really believe you. Don't know if you have any actual proof of that, but like that's the rumor that I saw. I also, while you were doing that, I asked Rock about NDAs and breach them, or if the termination of the contracts, or if the company is dissolved. And yeah, so it definitely does come down to saying that some of these NDAs can still go, depending on the writing, can still go even after the company dissolves. Some of the legal actions, though, I don't know if they would do that. It's very possible he could take them back to court. I don't know if that's.
It depends on, to me, it's how much does he want to save his own ass if certain things, especially depends on who comes out on the NDA. Yeah. Like if it's somebody that you're not really worried about on anything they say, sure, you don't have to worry about some. But if a certain one comes out that has information,
so
those are the ones you want to go after.
I wonder about the. Bebe was saying that she wasn't allowed to talk to the other girls. She wasn't allowed to do this. I don't know what kind of gag order they would put her under to make her contact the other. And at that point in time, I don't think I would even sign an NDA.
Signing an NDA is signing. You have to be very careful when you sign non-disclosure agreements, because an NDA can be for any particular reason. I mean, there were NDAs where I had to, at a time, for just, we had a blanket NDA for a print company I was working for, because we were printing all the full props of a TV show at the time. And I mean, everything that had a label on it or needed to be printed for the show was done. And the only reason they put us under an NDA was not because we couldn't say that the show was being printed there. It was because there were plot things that were in some of these things that were, if you looked at it in the right context of the show's script, it's plot revealing.
Gotcha.
So you would be spoiling the plot. So that's the only reason why they put us under an NDA. It wasn't that I couldn't say that X show was there.
Right.
I still couldn't say it. But I mean, that wasn't the reason why they didn't want that. It was because they didn't want us to accidentally say something about, oh, X character dies and this person's cut out all their images, or this map happens to show where they're going, or this label only shows up in this house, but if you knew whose house this was, you would know where the scene's going to be. You know, it's stupid stuff like that. Like we get the print order and it's just a bunch of random crap. Like I can look at it and I'm just going, how the shit do I fit this on the wide format printer?
Right.
But I'm not looking at it going, okay, so now what scene is this going to belong to? That's not how I looked at it. But in the end, the person walks in, you know, the production manager, and I'm like, here you go. Have fun shooting.
So here's my question, and this kind of can go with that, because so say hypothetically, if Vay had said something like she wanted to leave the company because the contract wasn't to her liking, but they were like, okay, here's the thing, you can leave the company and we'll cut you off here and we'll dissolve your contract and pay you. I'm guessing they will pay you if you sign this NDA. If you do not sign this NDA, we will hold you somehow, like contract.
Oh yeah, no, that's the exact angle that they would use.
So if that's the case, if they did not pay the talent, then effectively they broke their own contract that the NDA was signed.
No, so here's how that will end up happening is it depends on who the lawyer is and how they want to argue this. So I'm not a lawyer, but I can look at this from how I've seen things. So here's where they fuck up. the company is no longer responsible the second that person signs the NDA, because by them signing the NDA, they waived the right to do whatever. So
basically, they waived their right to complain to.
yes.
Okay.
That's part of the. That's going to be a part of the final agreement that they're going to sign. The basically it's a termination agreement that they're going to end up signing.
Yeah. But that's okay. I can see that, but at the same time, and maybe that's how contracts are done. I don't know. I've never really signed any, but I would think like if you say you sign this thing, here's your money. But if I don't get the money, then you have breached the contract. The company.
It seems like that would make sense to me.
That's how I see it, but
it is a good way to look at it. But there is always going to be everything's always done in the interest of the company.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
So
I know.
Remember,
corpo fucking
all
sucks.
NDAs,
I don't like
any termination. It is all unfortunate bullshit. That sure they may be liable to pay them something, but it is nowhere the fraction of what they were owed. And that happens with any company. If somebody's trying to get out of a record deal, sure, we'll let you out of the deal, but this is going to be the terms of of what's going to happen. You want to leave this agency, this modeling agency, this VShojo modeling agency. Here's our terms. If you want to, you have to sign this line, and that line includes an NDA, which means you don't say a damn word.
Yeah. It's super fucked up
normally
to me,
that NDA is going to protect anything in the separation document, which means that NDA is probably going to last far longer than that contract. So if they break the NDA, that contract's now null and void because they broke the NDA. That's what I'm saying. This thing almost is a vicious circle.
Yeah, she was Sid Snap, Gig ex-wife. Yeah. He may. I knew he may. But no. So moral of the story is, kids, don't sign NDAs. Fuck them.
NDAs are good, but you do need to. I'm not going to go out and tell. I won't tell you not to sign contracts. I'm not going to tell you not to sign NDAs because I've done business with NDAs. I've done business with contracts. You just have to go get them professionally, legally read.
Yeah, no, don't do it.
And
don't sign them. Fuck it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm sorry, it's not.
Be careful.
Buying silence is not. To me, it's not worth it. I don't care.
Well, it also depends on what you're going to be working on, too. You know, there's a difference in me coming in working on a proprietary IP. I have to sign an NDA because you don't want me out there talking about the new PlayStation 7.
Right. No, I can see that, but at the same time, yeah.
It just depends on, again, what you're doing. That's kind of also the moral of the story. But you need to be very careful with talent agents of any type in any industry. This is acting. This is VTubing. This is the music industry. This is whatever. And this is why it upset me so much when I saw it. It's because
anybody that wants to make money off of your work they're already fucking you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Unless I don't know. Like, to me, the terms would never be acceptable unless you promised me, unless you could afford me guarantees that your agency is going to bring me in X number of more revenue already making. You know what I mean?
Normally that is the case. That's normally the earlier ends of, like, with record deals. The money is normally talked about in the beginning side of it after they know kind of what they want. But like I said, you have to think about the two different times of the year, because there is the October to December burn where they're going to throw you just a bone. They're going to try to get you on anything because they want to lose that. And it's normally a 1-year contract. And that happens countless of times. And if it's honestly, and I hate to say it, if you want a record deal, you probably need to be chilling in Nashville between October and December and playing around a lot of places, because if you're just half decent and they think they can make a buck off of you, they'll rather do that, but it's going to be a 1-year contract and it's over and done with.
Yeah, to me, the music industry seems to be even more fucking present now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Before. And really, with the avenues of the way things are going, like just be independent.
You can't though. Here's why.
Well, I understand the Billboard charts and all that fucking.
No. It's not even about the Billboard charts. Just to break an artist is about $600,000.
Yeah, I mean, there's that
to get them out there.
There is that, but you can also just build a following off of YouTube. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's not fucking impossible to do that. You know what I mean? Like,
It's not, no. And that's the thing is, again, that's kind of like hitting a record deal. It's, do you get it or do you not? Because you got to get out the algorithm on you to get it picked up. You got to get people watching you.
Yeah.
You got to do the right content. So,
but it's not impossible. Like, you can do that independently. Yeah.
Sure. You can do your own independence. I mean, there are very successful artists that do independent, but there's also something about the music industry is who you know. Okay. And a lot of the people in those industries, it's about 40 people really in the circle of a group of people.
So I don't listen to. I mean, like, there's probably produced, labeled artists or whatever that they come across my most part. I listen to more covers than I do. Listen, I don't care. It's all garbage. It's all hot garbage. Country, pop, rock, rap, all of it. It's all.
Oh no! I mean, I'm not going to say that the mainstream idea, because again, it's about making $1, and it's regurgitated formula because they know they're going to get the money out of it. The music industry does not care about you. It never has. And I mean,
and I don't care about them, so that's totally fine. I don't give a shit.
And
I don't listen to the radio. I don't listen to any of their fuck.
Yeah.
Spotify. Like I said, I listen to more covers on YouTube than fucking. That's just that's the way I go about it, and I've learned a long time ago about it. It is kind of the same with the VTuber thing. Like we're talking about this because it's big news. I follow these girls through clips or shorts or something that pops up through I don't follow them on Twitch. Don't watch their live stream. Because for one, here's the thing. If I'm going into a live stream, if I'm going to go into chat and watch them play, and if I want to talk to the streamer, I'm going to go into a smaller one. I'm not going to go into a 10,000 fucking stream.
Yeah, where the chat's a blur.
It's a blur.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you. Most of the time, most of the shit they're talking about is fucking retarded.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like I said, I'll watch Asmongold's clips on YouTube. Fine. I'm not going to go to one of his live streams because why? What the fuck would I do that?
You're going to see his clips anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to see the clip. I'm going to see the better parts anyway without having to sit there for 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I get all the juicy bits.
yeah. So to me, these bigger streamers and stuff like that, while I would love to have, and I don't want 10,000. Like, if somebody offered me 10,000 viewers and it's just everybody was going to show up, they weren't bots, they were cool. That would be awesome. In all honesty, though, my goal for this channel is I would like just a cool 20 or 30 people.
Yeah.
Just a fucking steady or 20, 30 people that's just fucking cool. I don't want your money. You don't have to donate to me. You don't have to sub to me or any of that bullshit. Fucking show up and chat with me. That's all I want. That's it. That's really it. And, if I want a bigger channel or something like that, I'll put more effort into the content than just going live and doing this. I have fun with the podcast. I get to talk to friends.
And that's what you want.
I get to talk to new people. I invite new guests and stuff on and find different. It's fun for me. This is awesome. I get to bullshit about the dumb video games and drama and all this other crap that goes on. It's awesome. I love that. So we'll see what it's super fucked up that they've stole money from charity.
Yes.
So Chad had sent me a deal, and I had it pulled up here.
And I can say this too: there is a plausible thing that he had no idea.
No. He did, because let me pull this up. I actually have.
Okay, but I was just gonna say there is a plausibility because of how sometimes funds do get put into bank accounts. If it's not, somebody's not told, but I mean, you're saying it's gonna be told. But I'm saying there is a way, especially when a lot of money moves around. You could move 500,000 and never think twice about it.
Yeah,
just due to the volume you spend. But if you've got something, I mean, great, burn the guy.
So this is from August 19th, 2023.
Okay.
This tab. This is Gun Run walking with mouse at the IDF charity event. He did this every year. He knew exactly where this money was going, where it was going. Like
he actually tweeted out and congratulated her when she wound up making all of that money for charity, that 500,000 being the biggest on Twitch, all that stuff. He celebrated that stuff with her, and then he turns around and says, "Oh, I had no idea." It's like, dude, you were
So this is
there, bro.
The 2023 one. There was a more recent one. Find that post.
Excuse me.
I can find it now. There was another recent one. Gun Run confirms acknowledges spent some of the money it was raised in connection. Which I later learned was intended for a charitable event at the time. Gun Run confirms he stole the money. So there was another picture saying that he was basically at those
honestly,
IDF events.
Kind of also take a wild swing on this. He may have thought, I'm going to try to slip the money real quick to pay other things and get it back through another means and quickly enough to do it. And that bucked up on him. Like, it may not have been completely malicious. We'll never know until he comes out and openly says it. But there's also a path of he has to spend the money through other legal obligations because he doesn't need X, Y, and Z to shut down. And okay, sure. Because if you're looking at your ledger going, okay, maybe if I can keep this quiet for 6 weeks, I can get the money to him. And instead of just outright saying, I'm broke or the company's broke, we're going to have to bankrupt. You try to use charity funds.
Apparently they have filed for bankruptcy about, oh my God, look at that number go. Woo! Go people!
So, according to it's $500,000, so they actually started a charity fund and it won $229 million.
Yay!
That's from Tiltify, which goes directly to immune deficiency. Some good news is coming out of this. That's good cause that's there for that thing. All right. So that's the VTuber drama. We have.
And Nemo, you didn't have any questions?
I had a lot, but I forgot them along the way.
Okay, no worries.
So we have a few more things that I wanted to bring up. Here's a quick one. Yep.
Oh God.
Outer Worlds lowered their price. It was $80.
I saw that happen this morning.
Nobody bought it. They lowered it to $70. We'll still see if nobody buys it. So there's that.
I don't remember the first Outer Worlds doing well at all. I'm shocked they went for a second one.
I played it. It was so you know how all the reviews for Avowed were okay.
Yeah.
Outer Worlds was okay.
Okay.
That's it. Like I can't say anything that like I played it for I never beat it because I was like this got bored. But yeah, so Outer Worlds 2 wasn't. Okay, so I've got a lot of stuff. So here's a new thing that popped up today. UK Online Safety Act takes effect today. Users must verify identity with third party and scan their face to access adult content online. Proposed screen time. Now Chad's popping back. You waited.
He's back for the sussy shit. I see how it is.
Well, we got done with the VTuber stuff. What's up? Okay. Proposed screen time limits require age verification for video games exceeding 2 hours.
Wait a minute. They're not. Did I understand that right? They're limiting your screen time?
Yes. Users must verify identity with third party and scan their face to access content online. Proposed screen time limits require age verification for video games exceeding 2 hours. Non-compliance fines up to 18 million euros or 10% revenue. Sites may be blocked. Access to porn games, niche gaming forums, or non-state approved content will be restricted. Platforms like Pornhub, Discord, Reddit, and Grindr are compliant. Only OFCOM investigates 4chan, which may face Cloudflare block under court order, aims to prevent kids from accessing harmful social media content. Porn. Of the UK. Honestly, this is one of those things like parents, be a fucking parent. Tell your kid no. Yeah. Tell your kid no to screens. Tell your kid no to phones. No to the internet. Go the fuck outside and play. You know, and that's the sad thing because you can't really tell them to go outside and play because now they're going to get freaking kidnapped. Hang on.
Yeah.
Thank you. And because of fear of getting kidnapped, so they're stuck inside the house. I don't know, man. This is a very tough time to try to raise a kid, I would say. It's so easy to just hand them a screen and have them be quiet. I don't think it's the right way to go. I don't know, man. This is really fucked up.
I personally don't think this is the way to go. I really do agree with just I didn't have cell phones and shit until I was like almost out of high school.
Yeah.
Okay, seeing like little 5-year-olds and shit walking around with cell phones.
Not just cell phones, these like $1,000 iPhones.
Exactly. They're getting the fancy shit. It's like, dude, get them like a fucking Nokia. That thing can last through a nuclear warfare. You can use that thing as a weapon and still call your mom.
At the end of the day, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't understand it. And then they're like, oh my God, my kid's learning such foul language. Well, no shit. You're not teaching them. I had my mom on my ass constantly. If I said any, like, crap was not a word I was allowed to use in my household. She hated that word. Funny enough, I have one memory of her flat going, I would rather you say shit than say crap. So, what do you know? I started saying shit instead. But it's stupid. Oh, collective shout. That's what this shit.
So here's the other. So that was the UK deal, which kind of goes with the censorship deal. And then we have Visa and Mastercard are pushing toward Visa and Mastercard to stifle games, send something in private chat, free porn site, except R34 and XP. Kentucky. Yeah. The ones that they don't know about. Arkansas is about the same way. I think most of the southern states are like that. Anyway,
as unfortunate as it is.
Well, fortunate or unfortunate, like we probably have too much access. I know this is a hot take, but I think it's probably a little too overblown at this.
Yeah, I mean there was that exploit a few years ago, like 2017, where people were somehow finding a way around the YouTube filter to post it there too.
I remember that.
Yeah,
well, you can just get a VPN too and bypass most.
No. I mean, they were actively posting full-on pornos on YouTube, and they were getting like front page views. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
They were, and then that was how I got exposed to it at 12.
Hey, my sister forced me to watch porn when I was 5 of all of my favorite animes.
Oh, base sister.
No. Personally, I don't think I'd piss on her if she was on fire.
Shit.
Fair.
Okay, to summarize for our own record, Savvy's big expose is apparently intended to intimidate and silence a gaggle of rabid followers melting down after rape, incest, and child consist of false accusations of pedophilia, defense of pedo criminals made against me and my colleagues based initially on deposit, screenshots that have no connection to each other, ridiculing collective shout staff using infantile schoolyard bully tactics, something well-adjusted, healthy individuals outgrow at roughly 18. So this is Savvy's post.
Good. Well, damn, bitch, you don't have to inhale the food fight. You are the most ugliest woman I've ever
Someone having a food fight, Chad?
Shit.
What?
I'm hearing
Someone having a food fight in the background?
in your background. Your
No, my fucking brother's watching YouTube over on the TV. I'm just gonna mute myself.
Okay. Yeah. So
Man, I do not. I don't think I will ever regret not having a younger sibling. I'm very happy to be the younger sibling.
okay, so here we go.
I wish I was in your position then.
Someone reach out to Game Boys. They need help urgently. Brains rotted from to porn. Now they're chasing false accusation. So this is all these collective shit.
I see grok titties.
Yeah. So there's that. I'm be fine. So I was just. She had a bunch of stuff pulled up here. She has been in talks with a anti-censorship politician in Japan who is suing Visa and Mastercard, or not necessarily suing, but like going for stuff over that. Let me find it. So,
Nemo, are you gaming?
No.
yes.
No.
Don't start.
No.
Because I hear the fap on the keyboard.
Yeah. She gets bored of the podcast. She's a great co-host.
Porn. I'm not gaming. It's porn.
You wish.
My thinking is, okay, so here's my 2 cents, and I had this argument with I kind of run this argument earlier today. This whole Steam banning certain games and itch.io, which I sent the link to Nemo about that. Itch.io has removed all NSFW games from the storefront and has actually removed games from players' libraries that they have already paid for with no warning or reason.
That's fucked up. If you're going to remove games, you have to at least reimburse the player, or at least let us know. Like, it can't just be like, hee, surprise, I took your shit. What you gonna do about it? I'm gonna pitch a bitch is what I'm gonna do.
No, if you legally buy it, it's yours. Done. It's yours.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like, this is also, this isn't new either. Like,
No.
Civet AI just had a whole thing here in the last, right around June.
Yeah, Civet AI was the thing I was trying to think of. So they actually posted something.
Yeah, so they ended up having a their payment processor. I don't know who it was. I don't think
Visa and Mastercard.
Well, I think they just used it as they said their payment processor. I don't think they actually specifically directly stated what, because a payment processor could be a company system. It doesn't actually have to be directly Visa, MasterCard. Anyway, they were getting onto it because of the NSFW you could create on Civet AI. And effective as immediately that post, they had disabled their the ability to purchase any of their credits on their system. Now, you could still post all the images. It just had to have the metadata tags in it. You had to still have you could still post the models, which had stuff on it. But the way they ended up having to do it is they ended up having to find something else. And I think they are currently using Bitcoin or something like that to do it. Then Elon has come out and said, in a response to this, he's about to get X payments up because he says, absolutely not. We're not about to have this happen. Because this isn't the first time they've done this either. You remember PayPal telling people they can't buy guns?
Oh, yeah.
During COVID?
Yeah, I remember that.
That almost got him to do it then. Because, again, he's all for that free speech thing. And he's saying, you know, they're looking into X payments now. So that there will be a true free, quote unquote, payment system.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Basically, just make PayPal again.
Have PayPal take less of my damn money.
Damn it! Where is it? Like I've got it freaking here clipped out, but like it's on my Discord.
Of what?
So Civet AI has their Civet AI.
Yeah, because it says here, buy Buzz with crypto. You can now buy Buzz using crypto to turn full. Thanks to full Coinbase integration, updated there. New memberships are live on Buzz, buybuzz.io. And then that's all they have for what I can see here in my.
No,
page.
it's. Why can't I fuck you, X search? You shit.
But I mean, I'm just looking at anime titties all across the post. So I mean, it's like I said, it's still on the website.
Buddy.
It's not like it went anywhere. You just can't generate certain content on their website now. Which is fine. Just go download a run pod and you can do it there for way cheaper. Not sponsored.
Where the fuck I fucking clicked on. I think she's so mad that let me just read it. Okay, policy content adjustments, depictions. Okay, this is from civitai.com articles, policy and content adjustments. All depictions. So this is why they said they can't have this on there because payment processors do this.
Mm-hmm.
All depictions of incest, including sexual activity or between immediate or close biological family members, self-harm, including depiction of anemia, content that promotes hate, harm, or extremist ideologies, urine, menstruation, smegma, diapers, all sexual activity, including firearms aimed at individuals, vomit, illegal substances or regulated products, being drunk, being drugged, being hypnotized, or being mind controlled. Those are the policies that had to be adjusted out.
Everything's pretty much of holding my titties, show my titties, spreading my legs. That's it. I mean, sure, sexual content, yeah, but 98% of that shit I have never seen on that website.
Well, it means you can make it or whatever. So
sure, but just because you can doesn't mean you do. And I mean,
it's kind of like unspoken rules. It's like for me in the not safe. It's like for me in the not safe for work chat. I've got one dude in there, Pierogi. He's going fucking nuts. Okay, every time I look in there, I regret my life's choices. But he's still following the rules. Like one of the most basic unspoken rules, you know. No kitty diddling. That's bad. That's no bueno. That is not accepted anywhere.
Right.
I don't have to put that on the fucking rule board because people know that instinctively. If you don't, there's a problem.
Yeah.
The fact that we need to put that out, like the fact that, I don't know, peanut M&Ms may contain peanuts, it's kind of painful.
No, you don't say.
It's getting stupid levels of painful. And honest to God, I think we should just kind of let shit sort itself out. Survival of the fittest. I know I probably would have died a long time ago, but
I know, right?
That's beyond the point.
That's what I said. I think. Well, so I had seen an article earlier this week where Well, there was a Twitter post. Woman, man, it actually didn't say. They are suing a butt plug company because they wore it into their MRI, and it was supposed to be all silicone, but yet had a metal core, and it went far deeper than I think they ever expected it to.
Bro, why are you wearing a butt plug to your MRI?
Yeah.
That is a much better question.
Yeah, that was my thinking. Like, how dedicated to your kink do you got to be to wear that to an exam? Period. I don't care. So my response was, I think we should just take the warning labels off of everything and just let natural selection run its course for a few years, about 10. And then we'll get back to the point where things are more normal. The people who say don't kink shame. No, kink shame everyone. Everyone, you should be shamed. You should be. I'm sorry. You should be.
I don't want to know other people's kinks. It's like, why are we sharing kinks? Yes. Why are we not keeping that behind closed doors as people used to? We don't need to be going out in full gimp suit down, Main Street. Okay, I promise.
I don't give a shit if you're wearing doggy ears and a collar and somebody's walking you down. No, take that shit back to your house. Keep it in your house.
Like, if you're happy pretending you're a dog on your off days, you do you, boo. I don't want to see it in my face when I'm going to get a coffee. Yeah. Okay?
Keep it in your house.
Please.
Keep it in your house. Don't make me have to woof to you or some bullshit. No. I'm sorry. That's never going to happen.
You might think you're the cutest puppy in the world, but I'm still going to look at you and go, what the fuck happened?
You're not. But here's the thing. You're not. You're not the cutest.
Yep.
Okay, so update on NSW. This is from the itch.io. So this is actually itch.io's website. We have de-indexed all adult NSFW content from our browser page and search pages. We understand this action is sudden, and we understand this action is sudden and disruptive. We are truly sorry for the frustration caused by this change. Recently, we have come under scrutiny from our payment processors regarding the nature of some content hosted by itch.io. Due to a game titled No Mercy, which was temporarily available on Twitch before being banned back in April, the organization launched a campaign against Steam and itch.io, directing concerns to our payment processors content found on both platforms. Our ability to process payments is critical for every creator on our platform, and to ensure we continue to operate and provide a marketplace for all developers, we must prioritize our relationship with our payment partners and take immediate steps towards compliance. This is a critical time for itch.io. This situation developed rapidly, and we have had to act urgently to the platform's core payment infrastructure. Unfortunately, this meant it was not realistic to provide creators with advance notice before making a change. We know this is not ideal, and we apologize for this change. We are currently conducting a comprehensive audit to content to ensure that we can meet the requirements of our payment processors.
Cool. Leave the company.
Yeah.
You stop buying games from them. That's going to hurt them even worse than their fucking payment process.
Exactly. Pages will remain de-indexed as we complete our review. Once this review is complete, we will introduce new compliance measures for NSFW pages that will include a step where creators must confirm their content is allowed under the policies of the respective payment processor account. Part of this review,
beatings will continue until morale approves.
Yeah. We will see pages being permanently removed from itch.io. Affected accounts will be notified via their account's email address from our support address. You can reply to this email if you have any follow-up questions. We ask for your patience and understanding as we challenging period. I'm sorry we cannot share more at this time. We are still getting a full understanding of the situation ourselves. We will post a blog of this. So my thinking, my argument with Tage is like, or my buddy Tage was like, follow the money, go with the money, because the payment processors, it's from a money standpoint. My thinking, conspiracy, black-pilled, anti-government brain guy, has been thinking like, they're using this step to push an agenda. This is a theory, conspiracy theory or whatever, but they're using this step to push an agenda because how are you going to go to your congressman? Hey, I think Visa and MasterCard are kind of overstepping. Dictate on what I can spend my money on. Well, what are they saying that they don't want to spend? They don't associate with porn.
Porn.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna. We're not gonna do that, and they won't. They won't argue for that, and I can understand why, because it'd be a career suicide if they're arguing pro porn. They are not gonna get any votes. That's just how that works. They're not gonna get reelected, so that's not a winning issue for them. But like I said, it introduces a slippery slope, which is the downfall of my argument. But this is a slippery slope for them, if that is possible to do that, and be like, so all of these things that we agree are bad, right? The majority mob rules say these things bad. We don't want these things. There's a few people that like them. Most everybody says it's bad. We should get rid of these bad things. Okay, all in favor? Bang, bang, gavel. All right, all these bad things are bad. Cool. We're no longer gonna be able to even buy those things. What about guns? We see those. Aren't those bad? Isn't that bad? Should we ban bad thing? Should we ban bad thing? And we just ban that other bad thing that we said the mob. Everybody said it was agreed. The majority of the people said it was bad. It's a bad thing too. Or GTA or any of these other games that they deem bad or whatever. You know what I mean? Like any of that shit.
It's no longer free market.
Yeah. So that goes away. And then somebody else had read another tweet earlier. So they start banning these things. They say that we can't have these things. Then it goes into like your Cyberpunks, your Witchers, all these that have like they're adult themed games aimed at adults that have nudity and sex in them or whatever. And well, those are going to get banned. So the people who are making those games, well, we can't put the game anymore because they're going to get banned. And then that slippery slope slides down to we're going to get just a bunch of Fortnite. Because it's got to be safe enough for everybody to play and all the kids to enjoy, because that's the only things that we can make. And the cycle just completely ruins the whole hobby. Everything is just shit.
Or you get somebody, in the case of like what Elon's trying to do, creates the full payment processor. You bypass Visa, MasterCard, and now fuck you. Everybody goes to that.
I would say that's a thing, but like, okay, and it's like I told, buddy, so like, I've had a Visa debit card forever. That's what my bank uses. I don't think my bank offers, like I said, I wanted to get a different debit card through, like, I'm going to have to change banks because of that, or I guess take my money out of this account and put it into this other account. You know what I mean? So it's like extra convenience. Honestly, like, I don't know. We should be more cash. We should be more cash anyway. Going cashless country.
But unfortunately, the internet is a cashless transaction.
It has to be to do it otherwise.
Correct.
Unless there's like an actual digital currency, which is not either. That can also be.
Yeah.
There's no great solutions to anything. But like I said, to me, this is the future that I'm foreseeing if this is the precedent set. That they will take that and run with like, oh, we won that, did that, so we can just do that. Precedence is set now. We can just say, we don't want to do that. We don't want to be able to we don't want to taint our company name, Visa, MasterCard, with the ability to buy guns that murder children. That's it. I mean, it's the same fucking bullshit talking points that they've been saying for 40 years.
Yep.
They're anti-gun. It's the same shit. It's the same people who said it's the same argument that people have made for 20 years that are anti-violent video games. Oh, violent video games is what causes all these kids to do violent things. No, it's probably the fact that they just have shitty parents.
Yeah.
I would say that's 100%. 100%. They have either a single parent and the inability to raise the kids correctly. And I'm not saying that every single parent is not good. I'm not going down that route. I'm not trying.
You're not parent shaming.
I'm not trying to do that, but I am saying like it falls to people that are trying to pass the blame.
Yeah.
If you instill good morals, single parent or not, if you instill good morals into a child, that will grow up and they will be able to, in their reasoning adolescence into adulthood, they will say, that bad thing, we don't do bad thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, that's the kind of stuff you think about. So, this is a very slippery slope for me. Terrible precedent.
Yeah. I think it needs to be squashed soon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I'm not gonna, it's like CA porn games. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want any part of that shit. I don't want to be anywhere near that crap.
I just want my big titty anime statues in Skyrim, for fuck's sake. Leave me alone.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm not saying I'm arguing pro those things because I'm not. I don't want that shit.
But I also want to be able to. I want people to be able to spend their money on what they want to spend their money on.
Exactly. It's your money.
Yeah.
It's your money. If I want to go
if
in
you
and
want to go buy a $15,000 gun, have at it.
Or a $15,000 fursuit. Whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
You know?
I'm not going to think about it. They start with banning this. They then go with banning guns. Next, it's going to be the fursuits because, well, Timmy's scared of giant anthropomorphic tigers walking on two legs.
They want the futuristic city, the high up top city that was in the Hunger Games. All those fucking creepy, fucking well-to-do highborns, or whatever the fuck you want to call these people. And all the rest of the lowly fuckers that can't afford that shit. You know, those are the people that want to make the rules. And they don't have to even live by those rules. Make sure that you.
Yeah.
It's very fucked up. Let's shift gears. Unless you want to bail on us, like I'm good. I don't have to work tomorrow, so I can actually go a little bit longer. You need to bail because you're up early. It's up to you.
I can hang in there for a few more minutes.
Okay. Let's jump over to. Let's just go ahead and watch some trailers. I've got a couple of
trailers. Did you happen to pull one for a specific shooter game?
I did actually. I have not seen it yet.
Okay.
It's one of the last ones, but we'll get
just making sure. I was just curious, making sure that you got it found.
Excuse me.
I have a indoctrination simulator here. So this,
okay.
Where's my Clean Up Earth? I'm pretty sure this is not going to be a game that I want to play. Like I said, well, maybe I don't know. Maybe this would be like your pressure washing simulator. The fucking I hate the music.
Mm-hmm.
Mute that. Clean Up Earth. So yeah, you just go around picking up the trash.
So let's start with San Francisco.
Well, that's when you take a jackhammer and you go around the state border.
Okay.
Trying to set off that fault line. Yeah. So this is a co-op-y clean them up. You know what? I think Pressure Washer Simulator looks more fun than this. Is it not? Just me?
I'm gonna go on a hard. I would never touch this game with a 10-foot pole.
No.
But hey, the game's made for somebody. It's just not me.
Yeah,
exactly.
This is a.
It'll find its modern audience somewhere.
I'm sure some stupid VTuber will be out there playing and going, "Hey, watch us play this game!" And it's got like 20,000 people watching.
You could go pick it, and then if you ever actually saw their room, it's just fucking piles of trash.
Asmongold level rooms.
Guaranteed, I fucking guarantee. I want to see that. I want to see these subjects coming under playing Clean Up Earth, and then it's got fucking through the ceiling piles of shit.
Watch it be a
probably not as much garbage as Asmongold's house, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe his house is probably DLC on this.
Yeah. So the official release of the Beehive Simulator.
I wound up seeing this. So exciting!
Oh, this is for our B-tuber.
Do you get to go around and sting people? Just be a cunt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that'd be a wasp simulator.
Well, no, I did it on the first game. I mean, I had a grand time just stinging the shit out of random people. Although technically bees can't really do that in real life. They will rip out their intestines.
Yeah, they'll die.
Sad
You
day.
can fucking fight? There's a battle mode?
Yeah, it was a battle mode. It looks like they basically just wound up giving it a little bit of a smoother coating.
Polish.
Yeah.
I'll get splatted on a windshield.
Yeah, I remember playing this game or at least a game that was highly similar.
Yeah.
Bee Simulator.
What the hell?
Oh my god, I can build things!
Yeah, there you go. The Hive. Bee Simulator.
I enjoyed Bee Sim.
Lost Ember Rekindled. I don't know why I clicked on this.
Oh.
Oh, it was a wolf. It was a dog. It was a dog game.
Doggy.
Hey, listen!
Doggy.
It was like a remaster? Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Or an upscale from like a
Old game.
Switch or something? Oh, it's Unreal 5.
My laptop would explode trying to run this.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's already stuttering in the demo.
God.
Unreal 5 is such garbage, man.
Yeah, we need it. It can look great, but it needs.
It's
we
only
need a new.
It's only there for like demos to show, you know, fucking investors.
Look at how pretty this could be!
Yeah.
If we had the technology.
So the Wu Chan Fallen Feathers game that just released like yesterday or today or something like that. Apparently like 100-something thousand concurrent players on Steam or capped out. 15% positive review.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's all performance issues. Like it's a stuttery mess. Okay,
Do
so
people like not demo their game before they launch it?
well, this is
Not
Chinese.
really, not anymore.
Yeah, I'd also say no on that too. So you can transform into a bird or duck or. I'm not sure what this game is. It looks pretty, I guess.
I don't either.
It's drugs. Drugs are bad.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay.
Drugs are
I was
bad.
thinking maybe this would be like an
Okay.
Okami type game with when I saw the dog, but it's not. I was bamboozled. How about a jet game? See if I get bamboozled on this.
Rebels.
This looks like Warhawk, man. Remember Warhawk back on the PlayStation?
No.
Original PlayStation game.
I think I saw it.
Okay, well, what the fuck is this game? It's like the third trailer in a row. Okay, here we go. Gameplay. Don't hit shit. We get dog fights? Can we blow something up? What are we doing here? What is this? I saw missile launchers on your jet. Why is there no explosions?
Watch out, jet.
Savaged by tsunamis and war. Just flying around looking at this shit? Like, what's the point? Bro.
Scenery.
Okay, here we go. You missed. You suck. Two seconds of fucking actual gameplay.
Instead, it was just
I-
show off the world. Show off
I
the
don't
world,
even want to fucking wish list. Fuck you. Alright, demo for the
Oh,
dinosaur game.
You didn't like the 2 seconds of
Shooting?
possible gameplay?
I felt cucked.
Damn.
Fucking demo NTR'd me. These giant crabs! The fuck?
A world full of dinosaurs.
Giant crabs, really tiny people. I couldn't tell.
Is this just a dream?
Giant crab dance.
And am I still
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Yeah, so this game was supposed to be inspired by Jurassic Park. Bro, you get a pet dinosaur? Hell yeah, let's go.
Hello? Who is this?
Did they just pull a Skyrim reference?
I'm the one who pulled you out of the river. You were lucky to be
Maybe.
alive.
Yeah, they pulled the. Hey,
Ah,
you.
fuck off.
You're finally awake.
real threat on this island. It's a manifesto.
Bro.
I don't care. I didn't come here.
I don't care.
I want to find my brother.
Are we playing as Richtofen or something? What the hell?
Do not make jokes about me.
It'll bring good luck.
No. Are you riding a dinosaur?
Richtofen, I'll make jokes about you all I want.
Remember, the future is not for everyone. I'm Alistair Kane, CEO of Manifesto.
Control the dinosaurs. Are you not fighting the dinosaurs?
Play the demo now and you find out.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to play that demo. All right, here we go.
My fellow citizens, my fellow.
They want 100 million players, is what they want.
Will prevail.
I'm sure they do, and I want to be the fucking Queen of England, but you don't see me doing it.
Are you sure you want to be a Queen of England?
Listen, they
I
have
don't
one
know.
job.
I mean, Meghan Markle doing some
One
pretty
job.
sussy shit. What's up?
Represents a dark day
To
in our
outdo Call of Duty. Just make a war game with no fucking pink guns,
safe from their range.
and you've got success.
You got fucking.
you
If,
see-
as I say,
have
if
you
Nicki
seen the
Minaj
list
just
they're
busted
adding?
through that
On
wall.
our behalf.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
For the Pax Armada mercenaries.
Miley
watching
Cyrus
now,
skin pack.
I have a message.
I hope this means that they're bringing the demolition system back.
Let's get to work.
They better.
The vehicles always fucked me up in that game. It's looking like it. It's looking like they're trying to destroy the shit. But this is all CGI. This is not gameplay. That's gameplay.
That can be gameplay too.
Well, there's gonna be like an actual campaign.
Yeah. Like it's back to old school Battlefield is what I hope they're doing.
You can destroy a
Hopefully.
dam. Damn. Ow! Black Hawk Down. Ow. Man, you're gonna pick on that poor bridge that got taken out by a ship earlier this year?
Yes.
That was the same bridge, wasn't it? Pretty sure.
Didn't it also get taken out by Godzilla?
Well, no, it was like a real life like tanker ship hit a bridge in New York, and I think it was that bridge, the Ohio Bridge or whatever.
Oof.
The multiplayer
Yeah.
reveal in a few days.
Oh, wish list. Now, okay, so here's the thing. Cool as that looked, I am anti-EA. I probably will never.
Listen, if you can show me all the way to the very end before release that this game is not fucking Call of Duty, there is no stupid arcadey bullshit of pink guns, big titty anime.
Oh, you don't want to
waifu-
play as the fucking alien from American Dad? Or
No.
You don't want to
Beavis
play as
and-
Roger?
Beavis and or Butthead?
No.
You don't want to pay. You don't want to pay as. You don't want to play as Hank Hill.
Or Seth.
Damn it, Bobby!
Rogen?
If you weren't my son, I
Propane
would hug
accessories.
you. But for real, I have wanted since Bad Company 2,
Yeah.
Bad Company 3. Now,
Well, you also wanted them to
Yeah.
actually polish a game.
Okay, so what's the over under on the fucking battle pass and fucking loot boxes? Other than
So-
bullshit that EA normally craps out.
the thing with Battlefield and those loot boxes is there is a small percentage of attachments that get put in to the thing that are exclusive to the boxes. However, 98% of the good ones are in game. You just have to go through, and it's normally the end tier rewards for the
Yeah.
guns.
I
But the
played.
battle pack ones that you get are normally like the way I would associate it is the suppressor that normally comes in the guns kit that you can earn is better than the one from the pack, but the pack can get you a lot closer than having to like literally master the fucking weapon to get it.
So, I played Battlefield 5. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens
The
with this
last
game.
one I really played was 3.
Yeah, I played
messed
3.
4.
Well, 3. So 3 screwed me up because 3 had a campaign.
Yeah, I played the shit out of the campaign.
Yeah. But for me, it reset twice. It completely wiped all of my save data.
It really only just occurred to me. I have never once finished Battlefield 3's campaign. I have Battlefield 3. I've never finished its campaign, and I bought it at a flea market and had to get it cleaned because I was not about to get scammed like I got scammed at another flea market like a year before, where I bought a game and I didn't look at it. Like, I didn't look at the game inside the case because I was a little young dumbass. I opened the case when I got home to go to play the game. It was Battlefront 1. I put it into my console. It took 3 hours to load because the game was so scratched.
Oof. Shocked it loaded at all at that point.
I might pick up because EA has its own like subscription service thing.
Like it's $20 for the month or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Play the game.
Yeah, I may do that.
How much you want to bet that it's going to be released on Game Pass?
Well, no,
not EA games. EA normally is.
No. Activision. Well, see, Microsoft owns Activision, so that's why Call of Duty was.
Yeah.
Okay, Exo Mecha. This is the Kickstarter trailer.
Yeah, the one thing I'm hoping that still remains in that Battlefield game is just being able to pin your enemies with a jet.
Holy shit! Mecha fucking dragon. If this isn't PvP, it's gonna be awesome.
Why does this remind me of Digimon?
This is literally Fortnite Dragons.
God damn it.
It's Fortnite Digimon.
God damn it.
I don't really see where you're seeing the Digimon in that, honey.
It was the giant robotic dragon.
That's a turtle.
So, one giant robotic no.
This is like Titanfall, maybe, kind of?
I'd be putting it more towards Titanfall or shit like, what is, Kaiju Battles.
Yeah.
Cause no, that ain't Digimon. That's just a Mecha Dragon.
PvE VP. I don't know. Maybe I'll look into that more.
It's like Transformers meets Fortnite meets.
Well, you start out human size, so that's why I said Titanfall.
Yeah.
You can like earn up to.
Yeah.
Now that watching that and then replaying it in my head, it kind of reminds me of the fucking game Earth Defense Force.
Yeah.
With that type of shit.
Yeah, so I'm curious because like Mecha Break is still such a disappointment to me, because it is all PvP, and I really want it because the game looks really good. It's fucking PvP. I don't want to play.
Free-to-play online competitive first-person shooter that takes place on a planet called Omeka. The game provides players an immersive experience with high-quality visuals, flexible gameplay, giant mechs, unique gadgets and abilities, and boss battles. The unique gameplay allows limitless possibilities on how players engage in combat. It will feature a 4K high-fidelity mode and 120 FPS mode with dynamic resolution.
I don't care about 4K mode. If I can't get a game, if I can't get a game to run good in 1440, with my new setup, then 4K is just out of the question. All right, I really want to know if this game is going to be fucking actual kaiju battles. It's going to be some dumb gotcha game.
Probably gotcha because it's based off of an anime.
Yeah.
What, Kaiju number 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be a gotcha, but...
Oh yeah, you know it's got to be.
Yeah, and plus they got added to Fortnite even before this was released, so there's no telling.
I really like the anime.
I still need to watch the anime.
Oh, god damn it.
That's
Well,
like
that already kind of
Nikkei.
killed my interest.
Motherfucking turn-based.
It's like that Seven Deadly Sins mobile game, or like Nikkei.
It's like Nikkei. It's I don't know so much about Nikkei, but I do know that it's.
This is far more Persona Royale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
This is
thinking
classic
of
JRPG turn-based stuff.
Yeah, but the way they're throwing character cards, yeah, I'm fairly sure it's fucking gotcha.
well, duh, it's got to be gotcha at this point, especially if it's going to be a mobile game.
Well, you know, they did Titanfall, like, it actually had a game where you could fucking zip around and shit. It wasn't, not Titanfall, Attack on Titan. Graphically, it looks cool, I don't know.
Graphically looks cool. I've played a lot of games like it. It could be the coolest fucking thing in the world. It's still going to play like One Punch Man Road to Hero.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, if it's a turn-based, then...
Yeah, so was One Punch Man Road to Hero. There's also the Yu Yu Hakusho game that just came out that does very similar, but with less graphical detail.
I can't believe people are still talking about Yu Yu Hakusho.
Hey, fuck you. I like Yu Yu Hakusho.
As I said, I still can't believe people are talking about it. It's such an old show.
You leave me and my childhood alone, old man.
You realize I watched that shit when it released. Fucking kid.
I don't care. Show
Fucking-
me Ajax.
Fucking youngling.
I demand puppies.
Not in the
Where's
room.
Ajax?
He's locked out.
No! I'm gonna strangle your brother.
Locked out.
You have no clue how much I would like to do that, Nem, because he will not turn it down.
Tell him to turn it down or his toes are gonna be gone in the morning.
I'd say that about his teeth.
So that was mostly all the trailers I'd found. Yeah, I would say Battlefield 6. That was all CG, man. Like it's hard to tell what that game's.
But the good news is it's more grounded. It's not going to be futuristic. It's going to be what we wanted Battlefield, whatever the last one was, to be.
Battlefield
Give it
5.
a season or two, it'll go in that.
No, it's that 2049 or whatever it is. Or
Yeah,
2490, whatever.
Yeah, 2049. Which it wasn't too much futuristic. Like the biggest problem is it's this hero shooter mentality where the character has their own power. Which I will say that last Battlefield game wasn't too egregious. Like one guy could like have a zip line and the other person had. It wasn't like too crazy.
But at least this seems like it's actually going back to like modern warfare type shooting.
At least it wasn't another extraction shooter.
Thank God.
You know, I want really badly to like some extraction shooters. Really badly.
And there was supposed to be a Titanfall extraction shooter in the works, and that got canceled.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, how did Evil West turn out?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Aw.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Like it's not great. I don't know how to describe it. It was on sale for $12. I'd save your $12.
Gotcha.
It looks like a more modern day game, but plays like a fucking PS1 game.
Ew.
Like it
Gross.
Movement and stuff is fine, like it feels fluid, but it is very on rails. It is very much a linear story. The maps are about that wide in some spots. You know what I mean? Like there's no deviation. Like, oh, here's a highlighted thing that you can go jump over. There's probably a secret behind that. It's it's very handholdy kind of stuff. The combat is weird. It's not bad combat, but it's fucking weird.
Okay.
It's co-op. I don't even understand how the co-op would work because the game is so fucking small. Like I really don't understand how co-op would be viable in that. yeah, I don't know. I spent $12 on it. I'm probably gonna go ahead and finish playing it out, but okay. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. So there's that. I did see. I probably will buy Atomic Heart on sale for like $17. That Russian Bioshock-esque.
Are you buying it for the 2 Robo Ladies?
Well, of course.
Or are you buying it for the fridge?
Yeah, the fridge. No, it did look really good. I did enjoy Bioshock. So we'll see. I'm very much in a spot now where it's just like I'm so tired of these like either fucking Souls-like or it's this other fucking friend slop bullshit. That's all. I enjoy multiplayer games, but for fuck's sake, we've only got about 2 genres anymore. And it's,
give us some variety here, goddamn.
I mean, fuck. You know that Wu Chan Fallen Feathers game. I was watching a guy play it. He was like going through the menus. The menu is a fucking copy and paste of Elden Ring. It is exactly the same. The exact same boxes. Even the artwork on some of the fucking asset, like some of the stuff you pick up, looks exactly the same as Elden Ring. Like some of the flowers and stuff you pick up are fucking copy pasted in this game. And it doesn't look bad, but at the same time, it's like, and it's a Souls-like game. And I'm like, we just have more like 3D hack and slash games, please. We get some more Devil May Cry style games, some more God of War style games. Not everything has to be fucking Dark Souls, get good bullshit.
Parry this, you filthy casual.
Yeah. Well, even, Stellar Blade had a bunch of parry mechanics, but at least it felt good to play. It had more variety and stuff in it than a lot of this other shit.
Go try Ultra Kill because Nikita's on nothing but crack.
Yeah, I've seen Ultra Kill, but don't want to play the games that look like that for the most part. I don't want to play that like pixel style or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just, like it's modern day, but we can't get any modern games anymore. I think I'm going to retire from the internet. I'm just going to be done with it. Just fucking move out to the woods and hide. Middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Build me a fucking prepper shelter and live off the land. And, yeah. People away.
Makes sense.
Stay
off my property.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn.
Keep people away from everywhere. I'm just going to learn to play the banjo. Just scare everybody away.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, man. That's been pretty much the podcast here. There was nothing else. Unless I really saw that was really sparking up anything. Most of the gaming news, Switch 2 bullshit.
Watching that thing blow itself to pieces. Good job, Nintendo. Also watching how they're losing their lawsuits against Pocket Pair because they've decided mid-goddamn lawsuit, man, this doesn't seem like it's working right. We need to switch it up and add fucking 26 sentence.
Everybody,
they did a run-on sentence for fucking ever as a whole bunch of legalese, what ifs, and maybe ifs.
Yeah, so
you guys can't do that.
Here's an article saying Switch 2 had the highest launch month sales of any game system. I don't believe them at the same time. Like, I don't think they actually.
Yeah.
But I am also seeing everybody's like, oh, fucking Nintendo or whatever. It's like, oh, Pokemon? I want to suck on those Pokeballs. Like, fuck's sake, guys. Just fucking have a little bit of decency.
Something.
Nim's a Pokemon fan. I don't understand why, but
I've been losing love with Pokemon. Basically, the last one that I really enjoyed was Pokemon Sword and Shield, and a lot of people look at me funny for that, and I'm like, I enjoyed it!
It's the only one I've ever played. I didn't hate it.
The last one I ever played was Pokemon Ultra Sun, and that was it.
I actually didn't play those. I thought about it, but it was basically just the same story with a little bit of extra, and I'm like, I've already played Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Furry ball catcher, copy and paste.
Yeah. Let me enjoy my furry ball catchers. You know that?
Italian.
Sometimes there's cute furry
That's an
monsters
odd way
in
to
those
put it,
balls.
and I'm not gonna. It's an odd way to put it, but I'm not gonna chastise you for that.
Yeah. Italian Hoppy Plumber Man.
I haven't played an Italian Hoppy Plumber Man in a long fucking time.
Legend of
One
Twink.
of the last ones Hey, you leave my Twinkie Man alone.
I mean,
I want to run around in the snow dressed up as a Gerudo woman, flinging around a shield. I will. I don't care if he freezes to death.
You want to play Crossover Kart or Crossover Fighter?
I mean, at least Crossover Kart's fun compared to Mario Kart.
That's what I'm saying. Crossover Kart is Mario Kart. It's all crossover. You got fucking Donkey.
No, when I think Crossover Kart, I think of the Sega All-Star Racing. You've got like TF2, Sega, Nintendo. That's Crossover Kart.
Yeah, but Mario Kart is Crossover Kart. You know what I mean? Like
Mario Kart is Nintendo Kart.
Yes,
Crossover Kart with
Nintendo crossover. Crosses over
that's true.
all
They
of
are
their
doing a
Nintendo
thing
shit.
with Hatsune. I forgot that they're actually adding her as a racer on World, I think.
The latest racist. As Sir Fleek says, Hatsune Miku.
Hatsune Miku.
Cool. Well, that was a podcast and a half. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So we will see more. I'm sure there will be more drama bombs dropped tomorrow as it's Friday, and that's when stuff comes out.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah. That's
Thank
the
you,
thing.
Chad and Nightingale, for joining. It was a pleasure to have you both here.
It was fun to be here. Thank you. Even though I was gone for most of it.
That's okay. Yeah, good to hear from you again, Nightingale. We don't talk much.
Yeah. Life, busy.
I didn't actually ever get the chance to find out about your book thing and what happened there. But that'll be we could say that for another time. It is late. We don't but I am curious. I do want to hear the story about that.
Yeah.
And what's going on.
We can chat on that soon.
Sounds good. Yeah, so that was episode 80. Next week's episode 81. I have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Excuse me. All right. Everybody have a good night, and we will see you next week.
See you.
Take care.
Later.
Yeah.